Hello, and welcome back to 60 Minutes of Silence, Core 2. Today, I have a very special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? I'm Jack, or Scoob, whichever you know me by. I take photos for the Denton DFW music scene, or I did for a little bit until I moved to Austin. And I'm here to play some of the music of some of the bands I've taken photos of.
Yeah, I've been to a few of like the concerts and
you've been to
the hardcore shows in Denton.
Yeah, Kudu and Turf Burner. Kudu's coming this week, and Turf Burner's next week.
Yeah. Kudu and Turf Burner both are incredible bands. Like, the energy is absolutely crazy. Like, if you ever find yourself in Denton, like, that's definitely a bucket list item.
If you find yourself in Denton right now, there's a show tonight, or not in Denton, but in DFW at Growl Records. A bunch of local bands, some stuff I'm going to be playing tonight or today.
Yeah, and like, there's a big variety. Like, it's not just hardcore that we're gonna play today. Like, it's like, I listened to all these songs already, and like, they're all really good. And like, there's a big variety. Like, there's a lot of shoegaze in here. Like, it's like some more poppy stuff. It's really great.
A lot of that shoegaze comes from there's this like pillar in the Denton community. Their name's Charlie Springtime DuBois. They will give you the shirt off their back. They're one of the kindest people I've ever known. We're going to play first 3 songs of this set are all 3 bands that they're in. They play drums, bass, and backup vocals for them.
Yeah, awesome. So get excited. Do you have anything more to say about what's coming up here in like the first half? We're gonna play like half the songs and then take a break.
Talk about what's up coming up. We got after that, the Charlie set, we've got some stuff from Cosmic Frownies. The stuff we're going to be playing is an earlier demo without the full band. Yeah. After that, we've got the Ends, which is this sick little shoegaze set. And then we got Seer with Self-Centered, this like classic groove, just hardcore metal. Really sounds like you just hear the roots of metal in there. And then we got Kudu and then the break. And then we'll talk about what's after that at the break.
Yeah, the Cosmic Frownies song is really cool. Like, it's super lo-fi. Like, it's kind of reminiscent of like Starry Cat or like the Microphones.
It's definitely.
Really, really cool. So yeah, enjoy the music.
I've convinced myself that that's how I prefer it. How long can this last? Please watch yourself, young man. Be mindful of the tracks you leave as you walk around hesitantly in the back of your mind. You begin to fear it, anger and depression. Please tell me you're dealing. Oh, he's drinking again. The locking of bedroom doors can sound like sweet music to the ears of those who need them opened up the most. Living on autopilot, living on my bedroom floor, living on autopilot.
Welcome back. You were listening to 60 Minutes of Silence on KANM Student Radio out of College Station, Texas. Those were some local Denton bands. Do you have anything to say about like the last few tracks? I know you talked about or maybe introduce like those tracks for listeners.
Every time that last track you heard was War by Kudu, which they're this sick little groove metal band out of DFW, or Fort Worth rather, and they're some of the nicest dudes I've ever met. They every time I hear that song, I think of the show we went to at Rubber Gloves, this little venue in Denton, where that song played and they had us do a circle pit to it, and everyone was just running as fast as they could inside of it. Yeah.
That was like my first circle pit, and it was crazy. I went to like another show. It was like more recent. It was like pretty soon before I left for College Station, and like Kudu did another circle pit, and I was like running in these like Doc Martens that I just got, but they were like used a lot, like they were pretty used, and like I kept slipping on the ground because it's like the ground is like so like smooth. I just like kept slipping while I was like running in that circle. Yeah, it was fun. The front like the front man, the singer, is awesome.
Yeah, Chip, he's
sick.
He's greatest. He's one of the nicest dudes I know. There a lot of those songs were, could you pull up my phone's dead. I don't know. I don't have it in the top of my brain.
Yeah.
A lot of those songs were so just integral to just the scene itself. I want to talk mainly about the song by The Ends. There's this one concert I went to at The Ends. There's this local house venue called Slaughterhouse 1066 in DFW, and the show I went to with them was this hardcore. First half was kind of more slow, and then it got into more psychedelic rock. But after, I think in the middle of their set, and they were the first band, the AC in the house broke. So it was already like 110 degrees outside, and then inside the house was 90 degrees. So and it was, the living room was probably smaller than this room we're in right now.
Yeah.
And it was packed with people.
That's crazy.
To just like shoulder to shoulder. I got some
You took photos, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I think I saw some photos from that.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's such a sick venue. If you ever have if you ever see a flyer, or you're in North Texas and you want to go to like one of these shows, you should definitely follow. There's an Instagram page called Headless Music DFW, run by this dude Martine, nicest dude you'll ever meet. Super creative, always will give you the shirt off. That's the one thing I've noticed most about the scene, or the part of the scene that I've interacted with. Nicest people in the world. Like,
from like the people I've interacted with, like it's such like a contrast from their music. It's really sick.
It's so nice. Like the Turf Burner, who we're not going to play this week, but next week.
Yeah, next week.
The Turf Burners, their lead singer Ja'Cory and their drummer Ben, they came to my birthday party. They were they're my boys. They're so nice.
I think it was Ja'Cory I met. I like dapped him up like before like one of his shows, and it's just super nice dude.
A lot of these people are, again, just it's so nice seeing or having the scene be so welcoming and so open. I mean, a lot of these bands that we're playing work with a charity based out of North Texas called Here to Stay, which you can find on Instagram, LGBT Here to Stay. They throw a lot of art venues. That's the other thing about the Denton scene in particular, but the North Texas scene is that it's not just music, it's a lot of artists too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of jewelry in it. I mean, I bought jewelry and I own jewelry from this person called Vampresta, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was like these nice little brass rings. It was like 3 for $10, like crazy.
That's
cheap. Crazy cheap. If you want cheap jewelry and cheap, good-looking jewelry, go find a local art market that you'll find some of the craziest pieces in the world for like insane sicko prices.
Yeah. That's definitely something that's like hard to come by, like good jewelry for like a good price.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a struggle.
It's definitely if you're in North Texas and you're looking for jewelry, go to a Here to Stay show and buy some stuff from the artists. They're some of the most talented artists I've ever seen too. There's so much talent in the scene. It's crazy.
It is, yeah.
Some of these bands that we're playing next, like this after the break immediately, we've got Blueberry Tuesday, which is this art punk German American band. This song we're playing, Halb taught half of it's in German. It's such a unique sound. After that, we've got 2 Birds for Your Death songs, and I will fight the two plays because I feel like they're sister songs. And they have to be played after one another. We got Girlo, which is this sick like femme-led punk band. There was this article that was just released in D Magazine that described this song. Her vocals, Natalie's vocals, the lead singer, her vocals as if a scream could scream, and it's such an apt descriptor for the sound of the song. We got some ladies, Saliva. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
The monitor's kind of far away.
Yeah, we got some Lady Saliva. The Lady Saliva. I saw them the last 10 minutes of one of their show at this festival on 420 at Killer Tacos in Denton. And it's some of the sickest rock, punk, surf music I've ever heard. And then for the rest of that festival, I partied with them in the pit where it would be like the drummer and the lead singer, and the drummer would like tap me on the shoulder, point at the lead singer, and we just hoist him up on our shoulders and just run around the pit with him. It's such a fun memory. That was like my second show. After them, we've got a demo from the Aches, never before heard.
Yeah, this recording is crazy.
It's the most DIY song that we have on the set. You can definitely tell that Brian, the dude that recorded it, or who's one of the front man for the Aches, it's Brian, Charlie, and they just got a new member, and their name escapes me. I literally looked it up before the show, and I lost it, and my phone's dead. I am so sorry. I will shout you out on my Instagram story later. This is embarrassing for me, but
it's okay. It's okay.
They don't have anything really professionally recorded. I think they might be working on stuff, but I don't know. And so I sent Brian an Instagram DM. I'm like, hey, I'm going on the show. Do you guys have anything? And he sends me this over, and it's an auditory experience would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we've got Denton hometown favorites, Homewrecker and the Bedwetters with Femme for All.
Yeah.
These guys are there's so much energy in everything they do.
Yeah.
It's such a nuts music.
The singer is like insane.
Dom, yeah, he's fucking nuts. There was this time where it was the kickoff tour, or it was the kickoff show for their summer tour that just happened. I need to get the F out of here. And it was this kickoff show at Andy's, this bar in the square at Denton.
Yeah.
And before the show, I was just, talking with the band, and Dom goes, hypothetically, someone may run up to the balcony up there during the fourth song of his set. And I go, hypothetically, I may follow you with my camera. And he goes, that would be good, hypothetically, or something along those lines. And so so during the set, he runs off the stage down these steps, and I follow after him, right? I'm running after him, and we make it through the crowd, and we run up the steps, and we get to the balcony.
It was that one venue I was at.
Oh, yeah. It was the Zeke Forever who we're playing next week, too, Zeke Forever.
Yeah.
It was his album drop show that you were there. That was the show. And so I ran up to the balcony, and there's people on the balcony, and I'm a big dude, so I'm like moving my camera around people. I don't want to push people out of the way because I don't want to be rude. And so Dom he finishes screaming, and he runs back down the steps, and I follow after him. I get all the way down the steps without tripping, and then he turns to run back towards the stage, and I think Charlie from Upsetting was filming it, and I think on that film you can see me. I'm running, and then I just go out of frame because my foot slipped, and I slammed into the ground, like holding my camera in the air, and I slid a few inches, and I just pushed myself up.
Dude, these venues are treacherous.
It really is. Being a photographer, especially at that type of show, especially when you're like me and you like crowd shots.
Yeah.
It's man, I hope my camera doesn't get punched.
Yeah. No, yeah. So those are some upcoming bands. You want to shout out like your Instagram, anything?
Oh yeah, you can.
Where you can see a lot of these photos that he's talking about.
You can see a lot of these photos and a lot of these bands that I've been talking about on my Instagram. It's Scoob from TV Brains, Scoob like Scooby without the Y, from TV Brains, and then again, if you're in North Texas or you're going for a weekend or something and you want to see a local show, find it at. Follow these bands, follow Headless Music DFW and Here to Stay, and you'll be able to find something real nice.
Yeah, they have events pretty often, and from my experience and from what Scoob sends me,
it's so nuts. It's so nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, enjoy the tunes.
suicide isn't the answer. You have a lot to live for. It will get better.
Takes me back when you want my mind. like give you free coffee and it's like fancy, and like I'm gonna have to be like, yes, give me the fancy Colombian like fancy deluxe blend, and then I'm gonna go to his bathroom and like tear that off.
Welcome back. 60 Minutes of Silence. Those are all the songs we're going to be playing today. We have a few minutes left. You want to give any shout-outs or plugs or anything?
Well, I'll be back next week for week 2 of the North Texas Takeover, or whatever I called it on the flyer.
North Texas Takeover.
I forgot to do it during the mid-air break, but I wanted to shout out my boyfriend in Austin, Max. I love you.
Aww.
But no, it's we'll see you next week, I guess.
Yeah. You want to plug your Instagram one more time?
Yeah, it's Scoob from TV Brains, like Scooby without the Y, from TV Brains.
Yeah, and that's about it. Catch us next week at the same time, Friday at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Going to be playing some different local bands.
Some more stuff from Denton.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear. I think I've only heard Turf Burner live, so I'm excited to hear what they sound like in like professional recordings. Yeah, they're really great. So get excited for that. It's gonna be great. So
excited for Turf Burner. We got Hen and the Cocks, Glue Stick. Dust Mothers, Grave Dweller, the Wish Kit. So many amazing sets and bands from DFW next week. Yeah.
So stay tuned. Hope to see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Have a good rest of your day. See ya.